You know that feeling, right? That little rush you get right before you click buy, followed by, well, sometimes a crash of regret later on. We've all been there. But what if I told you that feeling isn't some kind of character flaw? What if it's just your brain chemistry at work? Today, we're going to look into the science of why we spend impulsively and how a simple dopamine detox can help you get back in the driver's seat. Welcome to BRAINEM Lab's channel. Here, our goal is to make you better aware of personal finance and other money and finance-related topics. To really get a handle on our spending, we have to understand the powerful, kind of invisible forces that are pulling the strings. And believe me, this isn't just about willpower. It's about what's happening inside your brain. So let's dive in. Now, that might sound a little extreme, but it points to a really crucial truth. For so many of us, that urge to spend isn't driven by what we need, but by a powerful chemical reaction in our minds. And just, recognizing that, that's the first huge step toward breaking the cycle for good. Okay, so let's start with section 1, the problem. We're going to look at what's really going on inside your brain when that urge to shop just completely takes over. I want you to really think about that moment. You see something online, maybe an ad pops up, and you get this flash of excitement. This feeling that you just have to have it. Now, is that a totally rational decision? Or is there something else going on under the surface that's driving that powerful urge? So here's the surprising part. The real high you get from shopping, it actually comes from the anticipation of buying something. That huge spike in the feel-good chemical, dopamine, happens before you even hit the checkout. And the reality of actually owning the item? Well, as you can see, that often leads to a much smaller emotional reward, or sometimes even a crash. It's a loop that modern online shopping is practically built to exploit, with all the flash sales and one-click buying designed to keep you chasing that first rush. And this is the most crucial point, really. We're often confusing two very different chemicals in our brain. Dopamine drives desire. It's that I want it and I want it now feeling. Serotonin, on the other hand, is what's linked to real, long-term contentment and happiness. So impulse shopping is just a short-term dopamine loop that almost never leads to that lasting serotonin-based satisfaction we're all actually looking for. So that's the problem. Let's move on to section 2, the solution. Now that we understand the chemical cycle, we can use a really simple framework to break it. It's called the 30-day detox rule. Here's how it works, and it's surprisingly simple. First, for anything that isn't an absolute essential, you commit to waiting 30 days before you even consider buying it. Second, when that urge to buy strikes, you don't fight it, you just redirect it. You grab a notebook or open a file and write the item down on a not now list. That simple act of pausing is the secret weapon that disarms the impulse. Let's walk through a real-world scenario. Let's say a woman is scrolling online and she sees this trendy new jacket that feels like an absolute must-have. That dopamine hit is powerful, it's immediate. But instead of clicking Buy Now, she just opens her Notes app, adds trendy jacket to her Not Now list, and closes the tab. A week goes by. When she looks at that list again, that intense, urgent feeling, it's just gone. She realizes she doesn't really need it after all. Just like that, the dopamine cycle was broken. Okay, on to section 3, the outcome. Because this whole process isn't just about restricting yourself. It's really about redirecting your energy and your money toward real, intentional financial growth. I want you to think of your finances like a tree. Every small, impulsive purchase is like a little stray branch, just draining vital resources and energy. By pruning these impulses with the 30-day rule, you allow that tree, your finances, to funnel all its energy toward what truly matters, your major goals like savings, investments, and long-term financial freedom. Look, you don't have to change everything overnight. The whole goal here is to just start small. So here's your takeaway, your one action item. The very next time you feel that urge to buy something you don't truly need, just start your Not Now list. Write down that one single item, close the browser, and just see how you feel about it tomorrow. That one small step is truly the beginning of rewiring your brain for long-term satisfaction, not just short-term desire. You are putting yourself back in control. Thank you for watching.